You know what it is, where the April showers get ready to come in, even though it's March, so we just rolling down the block. So now as we going up there, you know, we got butterflies in our stomach, but at the same time, this is our regular lick. You know what I mean? So we pull up in front of the building on 160th, so now we get out and we run up in the joint. So we knock on the door, boom, boom, boom. So as we knock on the door, they yell back, who is it, who is it? You know what I mean? But of course they speaking in Spanish, que pasa, and all that, but I ain't trying to hear all that crap. Just come to the door so I can rob you and get this coke and get up out of there. I know they got drugs in there. So now when I run up in there and I'm ready to go get the drugs, here go Bob. Bob looking a little nervous. So we run up in there and now we pull the pistol on him. I throw the dude against the wall. Bob come in, he throw the other dude against the wall, and I tell him, yo, where the money and the drugs, booth out, you know what it is. So now we tell him that. Here he come, he like, we ain't got no drug, Boppy, we ain't got no drug. Man, I'm not trying to hear all that crap. You got drugs, man. So instead they come out and they bring out a little 80 grand. When they bring out the 80 grand, Bob happy with that. You know what I mean? We ain't never seen 80 grand. I'm talking about we little niggas right now. You know what I mean? So Bob come out with the 80 grand. You know what I mean? And got the little duffel bag on the ground. And I'm telling them like, nah, I know they got drugs in here. You know what I mean? Because they got to re-up. They got to have more drugs. You know what I mean? So now dude ain't trying to give it up. So I tell Bob, I know what we going to do. So I rip the lining out my coat and I stuff the 80 grand in the coat and I grab dude. I take him up the back stairs and I take him to the roof. When I get him to the roof, I figure I could scare him and put the gun in his face, threaten to shoot him, throw him off the roof. You know the whole nine. So now when we get up there ready to throw him off the roof, you know what I mean? Now all we hear is footsteps coming up. So now we hear the footsteps coming up. Next thing we hear is gunshots. Boom, 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 boom. Like, oh shit. So now I grab dude, I throw dude in front of me and I'm holding him as a shield. While I'm holding him as a shield and I'm doing my thing, he's squirming. His man come on there, so I just know he ain't gonna shoot. So I'm like, stop or I kill him, stop or I kill him. His man ain't trying to hit it, he just start busting, boom, boom, boom. So when he shoots, he hits my man that I'm holding my hostage on the right side. When he hit him on the right side, his body went limp to the left side, cause now he weak, that exposed my right side, boom. I catch a 45 in the right, you know what I mean? So now he shoots him again, boom. So now he catch him in the other side, the left side, so now he go limp to the right side. Now I catch a 38 from the other gunman in my left hip, and that joint spun me around more than the 45, the 38. I mean, come on, dog. So now I done spun around, now he done fired again, hit me in the ass. I got shot in the right leg, left leg, you know, the ass. When I spin around, I get shot up in the chest, and I fall to the ground, but now I bust a couple times before I go off, and it got real quiet. I didn't hear nothing. I'm just laying there on the roof, my heart beating, boom, 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 boom. And I'm wondering what the hell is going on. You know what I mean? Like, yo, is this the end? I look over, I see my man Bob laying there with brain matter laid all over the floor. Oh man, not my man Bob, but I gotta get out of here. So I crawl over to the roof, you know what I mean, to the side of the roof, and I'm ready to jump off, but we 6 stories up. So how the hell I'm gonna jump? Oh my God. All right, let's get this thing going. I wanted y'all to have a little blackness before we start this. Now, first of all, Happy New Year's to everybody. You know what I mean? Happy New Year to everybody. We made it through another one. You know, Bigger BX, you already know what's good. Carl Worthington, Hollywood, Big Phil, I see you. You know what I mean? So we in the house. So now I'm gonna bring my guests up here. Eon, introduce yourself, family. Let them know where you from and what you representing. All right.
What's up, man? Appreciate you having me, Unique. Man, I'm Eon Williams, man. I'm the author of Lord and Legends. I'm also a co-producer of the documentary Lord and Prisoner Turn. Shout out to Kareem Mowat and Sean Branch to help put that together. It's on 100 films. And other than that, I'm just one of the guys that's representing for the DC homies on the front line, man. While they still in it, I'm on this side right here. I got a DC Reentry Network that we support the homies that's still behind bars. And, you know, that's what I'm about.
All right. What's up, Susan Feinberg? Yo, put the link in the chat. Put the link in the chat. I'm going to bring the people in that know how to act respectable. May Lee Bellamy, what up? You know what I mean? Yo, come on, tell them who you are. That's my brother right there.
Man, you know who it is, your boy Big Boosie, man. One of the Harlem Street legends, you know, out here to help get these youths minds back or minds straight. So that you know, I'm with the movement, man. Always peace to my big bro having me on his platform.
All right, all right. So first question I want to ask everybody, right? Because we're gonna do a little questions and answers. So y'all put in the comment. Lucio Pepe, what up? You know what I mean? Good man right there. You know what I mean? Boyce Roseboro. Already see it. Sheree Williams. Yo, check. This where we at. I want to talk about Honeycomb Brazy and Finesse 2 times. You know what I mean? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I'm old school. I've been going a minute, so I'm gonna put it right to the point so we get at it. Honeycomb Brazy. Finesse 2 times was in prison. Honeycomb Brazy was on the street. Finesse 2 times was getting looked out for by Honeycomb Brazy. Brazy had a chance to sign with Moneybagg Yo. Finesse said he didn't want him to sign with Moneybagg Yo, so he didn't sign with Moneybagg Yo. And then the tables is turned. Honeycomb Brazy's grandparents both got killed in the fire. The grandfather got shot like 9 times. So you rat bastards, correct me, and you trolls, do what you do. And the grandmother burned to death because when they shot into the house, allegedly the joint caught on fire, and that's what happened with that. Now, Brazy gets locked up. He does 2 years, but while he was out there, he put Finesse on some features or whatever it is. Happy New Year to everybody. Big shout out, Bigger. He put the joint out there. He put Finesse on to keep him relevant when the tables got turned and Finesse came home and Brazy was in. Finesse didn't want to put Brazy on a feature. Finesse, didn't look out for Brazy like he looked out for him. And then Finesse signed with Moneybagg Yo, even though he told Brazy not to when he had a chance. And Mob Ties, Junior, the son, so that's what happened with that. So then now when he come home, y'all, right? Now when he come home, he's home, he on the street, he doing what he got to do. And Brazy come home and he goes on YouTube. And I think he was very good and intricate in the way he did that, because Brazy went on YouTube and broke it all down, what his beef was to get us on his side. I think that was excellent marketing and promotion, because I followed Brazy from his grandparents got killed, but I didn't know what went on with the Finesse 2 times joint. But Brazy took his time for like 3 days just explaining what his beef was, that he was loyal to Finesse, and Finesse didn't keep that same degree of loyalty, and that he was going to troll him for 30 days. Brazy barely made 45 days out here. He got caught up driving an SUV. They said in the fast lane too long, and they pulled it over. Security got out, bulletproof armor on, told him he had a gun on the front seat and that he had 2 passengers. They went in the back, took the guns, and now Brazy locked up. And now that he out, Finesse has been going on YouTube acting like Brazy was acting with all the bravado, What do y'all think about the loyalty that he didn't show? I see you, Lou. Lou, give me 1 second. Go ahead. What y'all think about that loyalty that Honeycomb Brazy didn't get from Finesse?
Well, when a brother get locked up and y'all tight, you don't never forget about that brother, because what they say is out of sight, out of mind. And when a brother go to jail, people don't want to take on the responsibility to make sure they hold that brother down. So that already speaks loyalty within itself or disloyalty. So if homie, what's his name, Brazy, was holding down Finesse, he should when Honeycomb Brazy got in there, it shouldn't even been a question that Finesse hold him down. They shouldn't even be bickering back and forth on that situation, man.
All right, what you got to say, ER?
Man, I agree with Boosie, but man, just on some rap brotherhood type stuff, even on some YouTube brotherhood type stuff. Before we went live right here, you was just explaining to me and Boosie how, as long as, you got motion, we gonna have motion, right? And vice versa, that if we had motion more than you, that you could come to us and, we got 100,000 subscribers. I believe that if you take even the street stuff out the equation, that's how one hand wash the other. You know what I mean? If taking any street stuff out the equation with them 2 brothers right there being rappers, if what Brazy say is true, and I just started liking the guy Brazy. If what he say is true, then if he was showing love when the situation was on the other foot, then that's how the game should be for finesse, right? But I don't know what their personal issues are, right? But I do know the difference between a person being upset and a person having clown behavior. What really allowed me to kind of, man, be won over by what Honeycomb Brazy matter was after he had the misfortune to go back to jail, finesse jumps on the internet talking about he gonna get somebody smacked out, knocked out, and he going back to his old self. I just said to myself, as an older dude compared to them, where was all that energy when he was out here calling, pulling your card and saying all this other stuff? So I just not the type of dude that, I'm not going to kick you while you down. And if I had a problem, whether it was a street problem or an internet problem, I'm not going to jump up and down with pom-poms for somebody to go to jail or misfortune happens to him. So, that's my take on it. And taking rap or anything else out of the equation, Honeycomb Brazy, since we talking about that topic, when he came home, he made a post pertaining to speaking to street dudes, saying, hey, bro, if nigga wasn't breaking bread with you when you was locked up, when you come home, don't be fucking with him. Act like I'm good and I'm all right. I mean, any of us that have been in them joints, we all told ourselves, the people who weren't there for us like we thought they should be there, that, we ain't gonna mess with them when we get out. I mean, and for me, that even went for people that was called family. So I could dig it.
Right.
All right, so that's what it is. That's what it is. My opinion on that is that when you got a degree of loyalty, man, like when I was locked up, it wasn't a lot of people that helped me down. It was a lot, but it wasn't as much as they should have for the amount of people that I looked out for. The man that's on the screen, Bootsy, he always kept it 100. You know what I mean? I came home, I ain't know nothing about the YouTube. He got me on Queen's Flip, you know what I mean, to give me that first look. So big shout out to my nephew, Queen's Flip, even though I had to check his ass the first time to make sure he didn't come at me with no sideways bullshit. And I seen Bootsy sitting there looking like he was like, oh man, Unique, don't tear this joint up because I'm rolling with you. You know what I mean? What was on your mind, Bootsy, when I had to let Queen's Flip know, don't come at me with that sideways YouTube crap?
Well, first of all, it took us all for a loop because me and you was talking. You was like, yo, make sure your man don't be coming crazy, man. I'm like, nah, bro, he ain't rolling like that. He was like, all right, cool, I'm rolling with you. You brought me here, I'm rolling with you. So as soon as we walked in the set and got on set, you did a whole 360. Yo, listen, man, I ain't playing. I don't play them games. I was shocked, like, oh man, I was just hoping that Queen's Flip said the right thing and not the wrong thing, because then it would have been a whole bunch of other turmoil in there. Not saying like as if Queen's Flip would have if he was a softie or something like that. No, not in that aspect, just in the aspect of not seeing eye to eye. But he was so smart and so swift. He gave you the respect, like, nah, I don't do that, bro. He didn't take that to heart. So that was a good thing, man. And y'all two brothers worked it out. And we had the best interview ever, man. It's like he knew you for 100 years and you knew him for 100 years after that, man. That was a great interview. It was powerful that day.
All right, that's what I'm saying. That's why, Eon, I don't do the interviews on other podcasts. And they say the best way to get your numbers up is to go on other people's podcasts that got more numbers, because I see a lot of these rat bastards ask rat bastard questions, and I'm telling you now, I'm tearing it up. You know what I mean? We're breaking up all the camera and his teeth everywhere. You play with me with them type of games. We definitely don't do that. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I let it be known, and I chose not to go on because I'm not going to give them room to slip up and slip me back in the penitentiary, because I'm definitely going back if they disrespect me with all that old rat bastard shit that I be seeing them doing with other dudes. Now, before we start, we got one of my subscribers up here. He going to come in. He down bottom. And because I got the link in there if anybody want to come in, you know what I mean? Let's get this thing popping. All right? Tell them who you are and where you from and how you got hit to me.
Gentlemen, God bless. I'm Lou Pep. My name's Lucio. I got Lucio Pepe from Boston. I don't know. This is really me. I don't use typewriters. I show my face. Been Boston all my life. I've been away. I can relate to what you guys were saying about being in prison. Out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
People will tell you what you want to hear. They tell you what you think that they're gonna do this for you, that for you. if you don't got family, some kind of family or and a close someone, you can get lost. You can really get lost, and it's and when those cell doors close, your mind races. It's a bad feeling, but I just want to say thank you for letting me on the show, Mecca. Me and my girl were watching your shows before, and you're consistent. You're true to your word. I'm glad that I watch you. I don't watch many people. I had a bad experience here, guys, on here. A couple of years ago, some sleazebag hacked me and my girl's phones. They took all our pictures and everything, my nephew's pictures. Yeah, it was a bad feeling. I had 2 nervous breakdowns. Some scumbag. You know what I mean? But I'm glad you let me on. Can I get your name?
Excuse me?
Can I get you guys' name?
Yeah, tell them who you are, family.
Yeah, I'm Eon Williams, man. I'm the founder of the DC Blacks Reentry Network.
Nice to talk to you.
You too,
And
sir.
I seen you. I seen you talking the other day on the bottom.
Oh yeah, you seen me talking?
Yeah.
Where at?
Me and my girl. You were talking about Mecca. Mecca too. It was
Right.
you were talking. It was about 3-4 days ago, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They called me.
Yeah, he
Big
watched
Boosie.
one of your podcasts. He's saying.
Yeah, I watched one of your podcasts.
Yeah, Street Knowledge Podcast. That's my joint. They call me Big Boosie.
Yeah, you were talking about people and their demeanors.
Right. Facts. Facts.
All right.
Like
Now,
positive.
tell them how you got hip to my channel, Luke.
Oh, well, put it this way. I was listening to your. I don't really watch many shows. I want to tell you, like, I've been around. I was born and bred young by, old school guys, and they're not around anymore. I'm not bragging, but excuse me, I'll take my glasses off. And I was just watching my Mecca. I was listening to his shows, and then he mentioned Boston. He said bought the car in Boston. That he met he said they get it in. Boston does get it in the feds. They stick together. They got a good car. I know DC got the biggest car. You know what I mean? I got a lot of older friends that did Fed time. I don't want to throw any names around, but and I was watching the shows and I was listening to them, and then I reached out to him and I says, I appreciate listening to your street, words of wisdom. I says I can't send anything over the internet because I got hacked before. So I just I sent him a little gift. He deserves it. He does it. He puts in a lot of work on here, and he everything. All his shows mean something. You know what I mean? I'm glad I come on talking to Mecca. Let me come on the show. Hey, I love it. I was supposed to go. I talked to you last night. I was supposed to go to Newark today. Got canceled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on him when he come to Newark.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up.
And yeah, remember you said the Boston Bandits, the hockey team?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, remember the Boston Bandits in the system, Eon?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they always have a good baseball team.
Yeah, Anthony from Charlestown. And yeah, they never getting out. God bless them.
Mm-hmm. And the dude that, excuse me, Lou, the dude that that bodied what's his name, Whitey Bulger? Bulger. Remember when he got killed in the system?
Yes, I know. I know of Freddie, and then of the other guy, Paul the Collegero. I know the family.
Mm-hmm.
They're friends of mine. They got his uncle's doing a life bid too.
Okay, who's Freddie? Tell them who Freddie is.
Freddie G is. He's from Springfield. He got a life bid. The Springfield captain Al Bruno got whacked, and they end up testifying against him. His close friend got on the stand and everything, and him and his brother are doing life bids in the feds and never getting out.
Okay,
Freddie,
what he got to do with Whitey Bulger?
Oh, Whitey Bulger's from Boston. Whitey Bulger was
No, what does Freddie G have to do with Whitey Bulger, if anything?
Well, put it this way: I believe when they move that guy, right? If someone's no good, like that guy's just fucking rotten to the core. That guy Whitey Bulger, rotten to the fucking core.
Yeah, don't curse. Don't use the F word. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
All right.
Make a long story short, he goes somewhere, and then someone from the same area as him is there, and they send a fucking full-fledged rap. But I wasn't there to see what went on, but hearing about it, they had him in the hole for like 3 years before they even charged him. And my blessings go out to him. My blessings go out to a lot of. I got a couple of friends upstate that are getting out.
All right, so Freddie G is the one that's charged with Whitey Bulger, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted you to say so they understand. Freddie G, that he knows their family is charged with the Whitey Bulger situation, so y'all understand. All right? Yeah. Thank you, Lou. You know what I mean? You can stay on and you can get off. We getting ready to ride into the show right now. All right, we're gonna talk about some topics. So thank you for tapping in. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for having me in. God bless.
God bless.
All right. God bless you too, man. You already know family.
Boozy. Boozy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna subscribe to you guys.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. I appreciate
All
you,
right.
bro.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
Hey, Mecca,
Yo.
gunshots. Boom.
Gunshots all day to the rat bastards and flip-flop wearing in public dudes. All right. All right. So that's what it is, man. You see, I put the link in the comment. If y'all want to come up and say something, feel free to come up and say something. But we ain't gonna get disrespectful here because this is a gangster channel for gangsters or those that want to know about being a gangster. So hopefully they deteriorated from wanting being a gangster. All right, just so you gotta say. But that honeycomb brazy situation to me, I don't really like what Finesse did, because if a man holds you down, you don't need to give him your word, and he's not holding you down for you to give him your word that if something happened to me, I'm gonna be there. It's supposed to be in your heart. If it's not in your heart, you're just not that character of loyalty. You know what I mean? And character of loyalty is when my brother Bootsy got locked up, and he was looking at 60 years. He told his mama to let me know his bail was $1 million and I was going to get him out of jail. You know what I mean? And then I didn't call Bootsy when I got locked up before I got a chance to do that. But I didn't get to call Bootsy I didn't choose to call Bootsy for 15 years. You understand what I'm saying? For 15 years, I didn't call my brother. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was there for him don't mean he got to be there for me. If I can move on my own, take care of what I need to take care of, and I got good brothers like Eon around me, that if I need something, I know I could go, pull him up on a compound and say, yo, Eon, I need 20 books. Yo, Eon, I need you to get me this commissary list. I got to pay this dude back that I got something from. Long as you got men like that around you, then you don't need to use your resources. But when things got a little tight and the good brothers like Eon wasn't around me that was of equal value, then, I called my man Bootsy and he was there from day one. And that's what it's about. You know what I mean? That right. We don't wait till a man get down. See, when you on your knuckles is when you know who's your friend. When you on your knuckles is when you know who's your friend. Everybody right now going to tell you they love you, Happy New Year, send you the Happy New Year cheer on the Insta, what's that, the iPhone thing, and they're going to do all of that. You understand? But
Mm-hmm.
get locked up and see how many of them you could call for $1. The same ones that's criticizing that I'm saying my Cash App is on the screen because I'm dropping jewels and the game is to be sold, not told, and you give a tip when you go to Hooters or you go to, Wendy's or wherever you go. You know what I mean? Is the same way you like the service, you give a tip. You like the service on YouTube, you see my man Bootsy Eon up there. They shouldn't have to ask for a Cash App. You're supposed to know, damn, I like what they saying. Let me give them something. You know what I mean? That's how men do. But then you got the rat bastards and flip-flopping in public that don't have good content like the three of us. So therefore they want to say, oh, he's Reverend Ike, he's this, he's that. But let's stay on your channel because no one forces your hand to click Unique Mecca Audio, Street Knowledge Podcast, or DC Blacks or Eon Williams. Nobody forced you or twisted your arm to do that. So if you come here, be respectable or just don't come. Mm-hmm. And when you see something that you feel that you do like or you could get with, then you come, But loyalty is embedded in us, you know what I mean? From our environment. We have a sense of loyalty from we born. When they pull us off our mama's breast, we cry. That's loyalty to our mama because they're separating us. So we was born with loyalty. You know what I mean? Right. Then somewhere along the line, as we go out, then we become selfish. And once we become selfish, that's what it is. Smoke with the whatever that is. Turn some light on, family, and I'll bring you up. Let me see some light so the people see who you are, big homie. I got somebody else trying to come up. You come up, be respectable. The link is in the chat. So scroll through the chat, find the link. Derek Easterday, what's up? My brother, all right, he got some light. Yo, we got somebody coming up, man. I got to take him down if he come up here on that rat bastard flip-flop man in public troll crap. But we don't do that, so I ain't got smoking with doing that. All right. What's up, family?
What's up, OG?
What's up? Turn some light on so they see you, big dog.
We in the field right now. I'm outside in the field right now. I just couldn't miss the show.
Oh, okay.
Hey, how y'all? What's up, baby? You heard what's going on, chat?
What's up? Where you tapping in from, bro?
This V from Baltimore the other night to interview, big homie.
Salute, bro.
Come on,
we just went through this, man. You see I'm on stream, boy. Shout out to you, man.
Come on, man. Certified. Hey, OG, hey, you, man. Your interview coming too, man. I'm the one from the phone call, babe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just started that something with V?
Yeah.
Well, plug your podcast. That's what this is about.
Listen, man, everybody here right now, man, go to YouTube, run to your search bar, type in the add button, V Money with 3 Y's. That's VMONEYYY. Stories with V, man. I'm dropping that heat every day. I'm working. I'm connecting with the good men like Ion, OG Unique, and I'm definitely a big fan of my man, OG Bootsy. Boo, did you get that chain, Boo? I know that was you in the movie that got that chain above for him, baby. Come on now, they better know something. Right. They better act like they know what's up with the men. But yeah, man. But look, as far as that loyalty situation, the streets, they washing up the principles of it right now, man. Because my generation, I told you, I'm 27. So when we jumping out the porch, a lot of y'all, the OGs, y'all was just catching them 25, 30-year bits. So we ain't had no guidance for real. We had to train ourselves and tame ourselves. You feel me? So that left us. Now these dudes, they get up under they more so with whoever beneficial. They don't stand on principle no more. Dude can be a rat, but if he come home and he got a couple dollars and he doing for them, they cool with it. Just like the OG Tone said, man, a lot of people say they hate rats, but they really don't. They just hate the person that told on them. Because your uncle might be a rat, your father might be a rat, and you love them. So you don't hate rats, you just hate people that tell on you. It's a big difference. It's a real big difference. You feel what I'm saying?
You see, Bootsy, Eon, because you get ready to start your channel so you understand, right? Because we leaders over here, right?
Yeah, of course.
So where I'm at is, right, and you got your channel too, Smoke. So what I'm saying is, this brother remembered what Tone said. Repeat what Tone said again, big bro.
A lot of people say they hate rats, right? But for real, they just hate the rat that told on them. Because they uncle might be a rat, they homeboy that's getting a bag or a couple dollars might be a rat, and they accept them. But the person that put them in jail, they despise them. Come on, man. It ain't no waiver when it comes to principles. You feel what I'm saying? Honor, integrity, characteristics of a man. You can't waiver them. I don't care if the time's good, if the time's hard. You stand on that law no matter what. You see what I'm saying?
And this bro was at his age, your age bracket at 27, bro. A lot of dudes out there ain't even thinking how you are thinking and talking right now with real intellect and real principles to stand on and all that. They at 27, they still worry about who gonna F this girl and who gonna, you know, how much money somebody got. They ain't worrying about what you just said right there. So big salute to you though, bro. For real.
Yeah, shout out. Thank you, man. That's
Hey, when
because I
you
come up
dropping
under
that
the good.
interview with me and you, bruh?
Yeah, man. Listen, we coming hard. I ain't trying to stop, man. I'm just getting started. You hear me? I'm trying to turn this thing up a notch for real.
Say no more.
But that's because
Okay,
I come
all
up
right.
under a time, OG Boo, Ion, and Unique. I come up under men that told me, look, boy, before you ever think about renting, you better cut your mother effing tongue out. I know I can't cuss. But before you think about giving them people something that you did with another person, you better cut your tongue out your mouth. You get what I'm saying? That's the type of rules that these men implemented in me. Like before you say I can't stand in this hot water and you go grab somebody. That's the worst thing about a snitch, right? He can't stand it. He in, so what he do? He go grab somebody else to put them in that same water. That's a coward, man. That's a coward. If you couldn't take it, you missing your kids, you missing your girl, you missing your family. How you gonna go grab one of the men that made it out and put them in that same position and still had a nerve to look in the mirror and say you a man? Come on, man. You everything less than that, man. You everything but that.
All right. See, I said that to say that that's the point. When I say the game is to be sold, not told. Smoke picked up some game from Antone White from watching this joint, and that's what he just elaborated on. That's priceless. And let's give Antone White a round of applause.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Tone Doug, man.
All right, relax, man, relax. Okay, that's Big Tone. I know. You know, but this is where we at, man. You know, we just up here trying to let the youth know that there's morals and principles to the game, and 99% of y'all can't live up to it, and there's consequences to it. During my day, it was decapitation for that. Don't want y'all to get decapitated. Don't want nothing to happen to you. So I don't want you to put yourself in that situation and wind up in the prison where they're living by that code, but you've been living on YouTube with no code and think you violate the law, go to prison, and you can play the YouTube game. No, they have what they call Bethlehams in there, as Bunky Pound says. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to prevent that from happening to you. That's why I'm telling you it ain't worth it. Don't go down that road. So we're not glorifying nothing. We're just telling the real, you know? We just did an interview, Smoke, with Fly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, listen, shout out to OG Fly, man, real member.
They don't even know who he is yet, but I'm getting ready to introduce them to a real official ex-gangster. Because you still can't take the gangster from like you got the ex-president, you got the ex-gangsters. Fly, one of the best that ever done it, and he was intricate in teaching me a lot of these rules, morals, and codes along the line because I only got so much along my journey, just like I only got so much now, and there's still so much more to learn, you know? But the bottom line is there's no gray area.
And you know what I like about
you don't
OG
tell.
Fly?
If you want to tell on yourself, do that. Plead guilty, do that.
You know what I like about Fly?
What's up?
Not only, you know what I mean, you know how I go. He did his thing, and you know they say he'll definitely push that. But that man was boxing champion, man. I think for real, that really that's the extra defines of a man when you able to knuckle up. You feel what I'm saying? When you able to put them jumps together. Because anybody can pick up a joint, anybody can push. But Fly was gonna put them hands on you first. Then if you really buck, he was gonna go ahead and wash you up. You get what I'm saying? And he stood up for the men, man. He led the way. You know, just like you, man, it's a lot of people, you probably don't even know it, OG. It's youngins that's coming through the system right now. You will never know, you will never hear, but they using your name. Oh, yeah, man, my uncle Unique, my man, big homie Unique. You probably never even seen these people, but they know how solidified you is. So, boy, let me try to get the brownie points off Big Unique name. That's how they play. That's how it's getting these days, man, for real.
Yeah, that's something else. OG Pope, what's up? Who was your uncle up in Washington Heights that you know, I used to hustle with back in the day? Put that in the comments, and you know, you could come in. The link is in the comments. Hit the link and come into the channel if y'all got anything y'all want to say. But that's what it is. We got 4 podcasters up here. My channel, my family. Make sure y'all subscribe to my family because that's what this is about, to introduce my family to you. You know, Eon got a book out that's fire. I read his book when I was locked up called Fast Lane. You know, crazy book. Go back, and he don't even promote that no more, but he need to go back and promote that because that was one of the best novels I ever read in my life. All right. Now, next question, right? And you can stay up here too, Smoke. Next question is, what do y'all think about Cardi B getting back with Offset, and is it true or not? Because I saw Cardi saying, "I didn't hear it come out of my mouth," and she went off on a fan threatening to block him. What do you think about the Cardi B and Offset situation? Either one start first.
I want to see what smoke, man.
All right, man. Me, it's for real, for real. They both really ain't really tripping because you gotta think they both already solidified. So Cardi, she more so like she really love Offset, so she wanna be with her heart at. She done had a kid by this man. She love that man. She know what come with. You know what I mean? She ain't no green. She ain't green. She know what come with what. And I'm pretty sure right now, once the tabloids and they done put everybody business in the streets, Offset feeling like, damn, I probably messed up that for real. I wasn't even supposed to do it like that. So I hope they do put it back together for real, because the world wants to see him broke down, so they might as well put it in the world and make a home for that child. You feel what I'm saying? Get that child a real shot, because they
What
already
they saying?
being a child of two celebrities. That's already gonna be crucial.
So what they
Yeah, Big
saying?
Phil, they saying they back together. Go ahead, Bootsy.
But what they saying is she done, accepted him once again in front of the world, and it's like he keep doing it, and now it's more of an embarrassment thing to her by keep accepting him back. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, a lot of people would want to see him broke up and things of that nature. But it comes a time where you have to stand on something and mean what you say, because you can't let nobody have you looking crazy out there. But what it really is, a lot of Spanish women is loyal to their man into a relationship. I could say that by knowing that by facts. And so she kind of showed her loyalty by getting back with him. You know what I'm saying? And I really wish them the best, but at a certain age that he became a millionaire so fast and he's still young. It's like going to college and think you got a girlfriend at home and you're gonna be loyal to her when you go to college. So when you getting all the millions, man, I don't think the plan and the wanting to be home and be a loyal husband would still be in the blood. I hope that he can find it in his heart to get that in his blood, because he married. And when you married, you standing on a contract of loyalty to your woman. So, but by her taking him back, I don't know if it's true either. We've been hearing it, but the way she acting like this time she's standing on not taking him back. But if she did take him back, then that's their relationship. I respect it, however it may go.
Yeah, and that be the world too, OG. That be the world telling her, girl, don't take him back. Don't take him back. She love that man.
Right.
So, but she don't want to look like I'm giving in, and now everybody gonna be, girl, you gave up. You letting him run all over you. Bye. You know how that's gonna go.
Right. So and being the day out, they big stars, their relationship is out in the public. And that's why I say it's gonna come a time when hopefully he get his mind right and he just go ahead and be a stand-up dude to his wife, because at the end of the day, it'll have him looking crazy too. Like, what kind of dude are you? And I
hold up. All right, hold on. I'm gonna just get you 100 street. Bottom line is, Cardi B, no disrespect to her, just keep it in 100, is a 5411 chick. You know what I mean? A 5411 chick is a female that you buy a pair of, Reeboks with the strap, $54.11 with tax, $49.95 without. Now, 5411 chick is loyal to until the sneakers wear out. You understand? Those are the ones that know to be loyal to the dudes on the street, because we're doing more for them than their family is capable of doing for them. So when we buy them a pair of 5411s when their mama can't afford to buy, because they 4 or 5 babies in the house and they may not even have a baby. You know what I mean? So they just loyal. And that's what it is. So Cardi B is a loyal 5411 chick. So that's why she keep taking him back, because she's expecting him to get right and say, damn, let me chill out. But he's still young. He was never really, in love with her in the sense of the commitment sense, but he was in love with her for her status, her looks, and, her character, everything about her. You know what I mean? But he never loved her as the person. So that's why he's going out still seeing other females, trying to find the things that he don't see in Cardi. And that's what men do when they go out and cheat. And women just got to accept that or tighten up your game. You know what I mean? But just like Jay-Z said in that record song, Cry, I was just screwing them chicks. I'll be right back. You know what I mean? Just because I screwed her don't mean I don't love her.
Right, real shit. Like they say, man, no matter what we do in the streets, you gotta go home, Paulie. You gotta go home, man.
And that's what it is. Now, Splashy asks, do y'all think it's money in the streets / cyber things equal the money back in the day? First of all, the money back in the day was lovely. right? I'm gonna answer that. Did you understand that, Eon, before I answer it?
I think so.
Okay. So he's saying is money more in the cyber world or back in the day with the drug world? It's more in the cyber world because this phone right here, and if y'all want to talk to me, you could call the number that's getting ready to come up on the screen. It's 917-680-9091. This phone here holds trillions of dollars in the palm of your hand. It ain't yours, but it's in the phone. Yeah. If you could persuade somebody out there to send you that to your phone, then now you got a part of that trillion in your hand. So if you go to work and they send you a paycheck, every 2 weeks, annually or whatever, you're getting money out this phone. Never could the drug money equate to the cyber money, because the cyber money is just what it is, the World Wide Web. Mm-hmm. I hustled on the East Coast. I got homies that became millionaires just from hustling in Harlem or hustling in the Bronx. You understand? But we talking about worldwide hustling. So it can never equate. But thanks for asking the question. Make sure you cop the book like my man Derek Easterday said, man. Cop the book of Raw in Harlem at rawinharlem.com, man. Where your book at, Eon? Show me your book, son. So, this is where we at. All right,
this is the one I got right here, arms left, man. Never lay down, man. This is about a group of young men that go to jail, man, get charged with a RICO. In all actuality, I based this book on, Tough, Slim, and Tone in them case I was following their case. So I actually wrote this book about dudes that had RICO case. So check out Never Lay Down. You can go to eonwilliams.com. This is a good one right here.
All right. You see how family do? I want y'all to pay attention and see how family work in unison, man. We each take each other to the next level. We don't need to bite each other necks out and then say that that's my homie. You know what I mean? We definitely ain't gonna do that, right? So now that we got that straight, that's the Cardi B joint. What do y'all think about Diddy? We're gonna keep this moving nice and smooth. What do you think about Diddy with the Cassie situation? I call it the Diddy stimulus. Cassie tapped into the Diddy stimulus. You know what I mean? Now all the females want to tap into the Diddy stimulus or the Jay-Z stimulus. You know what I mean? The TD Jake stimulus. That's what you call it when the females go after you with this, what they call it, SA stuff, But go ahead. Not to downplay it, but just keeping it 100. What do y'all think about the Cassie situation?
I'm going to tap in real quick because I probably don't have a whole lot to say about it, but the only thing that I really, man, my only take on it and my only thought press about it is just, why is this an issue right now? How did this come about? How did this avalanche start? That's my only concern with that matter.
Yeah, I think that was a sweet robbery right there. She already knew she was ready to milk him, and she did just that. She did that with she ain't even put a hand on him.
Yeah, well,
that's a handless finesse. That's a handless finesse.
They mostly saying now, like, she at one point in time, she been wanted to say something, but she didn't have the money to do it. So it's allegedly that the since he put out the lawsuit on that liquor that he was suing, they helped her out with the lawyers. That's why they didn't attack him directly. They attacked his companies and sued the companies, which would have brought the companies down through, because he sits on the bench in them corporate sites. So that's why he paid out the money fast. So it was a good, sweet, quick lick, and it was smart and geniusly done by top-notch lawyers that she couldn't afford.
All right, let me say this. Yo, OG Pope, got you, family, got you. You already know what it is. When you see me on the block, pull up or my number on the screen. Now, what happened with that, what Boosie tapped into, right, Eon? This the way this worked. Diddy was signed to a liquor brand, and the liquor brand was dying. Diddy put his name behind it. What's the name? Which one is it that he had? I be getting them mixed up.
I want to say Darion, but I know Ciroc was the one.
Yeah, I think it's Darion. Yeah, you're right. Now, Diddy put his name beyond Darion when it was a fallen, brand. And they gave him 50%, which they didn't want to, but they figured it was dying anyway. We planned on, going bankrupt. So they gave him the 50%. They also own Casamigo and the other brand. You understand? So being that they own these two brands, right? They're promoting those two brands, Eon. I see you listening. They're promoting those two brands in the clubs, in the liquor stores worldwide, but they only promoting Darion in the hood. They're limited where they put it because the other brands that they're putting the money behind that they promoting worldwide, the Casamigo and the other one, Ciroc, Casamigo and Ciroc, those brands are being pushed worldwide. So Diddy stepped to them and said, hold up, y'all own those two brands and you own 50% of this brand. And they're like, yo, I want you to push my brand that I own 50% of the same place you pushing the other two brands. And they said, nah, but we only getting 50%. You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, but you know, you own the brand too. So how you gonna not push my brand because I got 50% and you got 100% of the other two? You know? So Diddy tried to make a stance for our people. So when our future youth and leaders come behind them and get with a liquor company, they get their worth. You understand what I'm saying? So being that Diddy jumped out there and sued them, saying that they playing like favoritism because they're not putting the liquor, you know, that he got his brand 50% of in the same campaign ads out there with Ciroc and Casamigo. You understand? Remember, they just had that girl, Boosie, we was down at her listening party. What's her name? The girl from overseas. I'm not overseas, from Miami. Suki with the good coochie. She got a song called Pour It in My Cup, Pour It in My Cup. They had the remix to that. But then now they ain't got no Darion Poured in My Cup, Poured in My Cup. So Diddy said, hold up, man. Y'all putting all this money behind these two brands because y'all getting 100% of that, but you don't want to put nothing behind the one you're getting the 50% of. So he tried to force their hand. So they told him, nigga, stay in your place. We allowed you to get 50%. Take what we give you. Be like Jay-Z and just shut the F up. All you get is what we give you. That's what it is. And Diddy bucked for us, for the people coming behind them, and they pulled the protective leash that he had around them from stuff like these lawsuits. And like Boosie saying, allegedly, they joined the lawsuit with Cassie to help bring him down, to put him in his place because he didn't know how to just take what they gave him and be satisfied. You understand that? Go ahead, Eon. Okay. So, you know, that's where we at with that. What do you think about that, Smoke, the Diddy situation?
Man, they milking him, man. Like I said, Diddy already should know once he opened himself up to be vulnerable, everything that was left in the closet, they was gonna come at them full speed ahead. Once they seen Cassie bust that move and they already seen the position he was in and how fast he cut that check, man, they looked at him like he was green. He wide open. And they came for what they know. They went for what they know.
Hey, yo, and I even seen Misha, his first baby mother father lawsuit, was like, if you giving this little wop, you know, X amount of millions, you better give me something. I raised your son on what you chose to give me when you don't gave her more than I ever seen in my lifetime. So now Misha got a lawsuit in against him too. You know?
Right. That show you how that go.
Man, so is Diddy gonna survive?
Yo, listen.
That's gonna be a good one.
99% of the people, 99% of the people that get an SA charge don't survive. You know what I mean? Good looking OG Pope on sending me a little something, you know? 99% of the people don't survive. Look how fast R. Kelly went down. Now we got 50 Cent talking about, you know, doing surviving Diddy. Now, surviving anybody is where you get all the people that say that they was victims or alleged that they was victims to go up there and say all their dirt. Then, you know, the FBI and the states where they from, they grab that tape and they go and bring those witnesses in and get them to swear on a stack of Bible, do a grand jury and indict them. So that would be doing the work for the police to do that. Go ahead, family.
You sure? Because this about to swing us in another direction, man.
Go ahead.
All right, so listen, man. You brought up the matter and you spoke about it a little bit earlier and it made me think. So I just wanted to shoot it out there before we lose Boosie, because Boosie said he had to do something. But you brought up the whole matter about BG, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to bring the BG topic up again, right? But since we on the celebrity stuff, a conversation came up in my circle and at my table is, you know, that even in the hip hop culture, with people saying that, you know, they care about this and they care about that, you know, the favoritism thing is still a big thing. You feel what I'm saying? And I say that to say that everybody made a big old issue about BG going to the grand jury. Like I said, we spoke about that already, but where's all that same energy for all the dudes that still get on songs with T.I.? I mean, T.I. went to a courtroom in another state and got on a stand and actually testified within the murder trial of a defendant. Like, what's up with the double standard in hip hop? And you know, this shit is supposed to be about the code within hip hop.
I didn't know that. Somebody put in the comments. I didn't know that, family. Thanks for sharing.
Pull up the videos, pull up the pictures. He's on the stand.
Could send that to me real quick. I can show it on the joint.
Say no more.
When his
Your
boy
Instagram
got
DM.
Instagram.
You talking about the time when his boy got shot in the car and they was
Cincinnati, Phil.
Right, he got killed inside of the car and T.I.
Yeah, they was in a van. They sprayed a van.
They was in the same van, yeah. And they sprayed the
And then-
van and his boy got hit. And he
And then Tip
testified.
had already did that. Tip had already did the Crime Stopper commercial and all. Listen, man. I go if my only way out is to go do a Crime Stopper commercial, I go ahead and do my little time. I ain't ready to be on national TV talking about reporting call now. No, that just ain't my caliber.
What year did that happen? You know, I've been going 26. What year did that happen?
I forgot. I can't.
Oh wait, I'm about to send it to you.
It was the year he got caught with all the guns. And after he got caught with all the guns, that was part of his cop out for him to do them commercials and stuff like that. To do that.
But wasn't Lil Boosie still doing music with him? And Boosie say he don't deal with those type of people?
Once he came out with
Boosie messing
I love
up.
Lil Boosie, but I'm just asking because
Boosie standing with BG.
And Boosie,
so how does Boosie feel about the T.I. thing?
He said he don't know why he said it. He said he think Tip just lying. He said he think he making it up.
Yeah, but bruh's only speaking about the Crime Stopper video. I'm neither here nor there with that. That's just a frown. But once you get on the stand and testify, the paperwork is solidified. He could always say, I'm a celebrity. I was just faking. Was he faking when he got on the stand and said he did it? I'm about to send you a picture with him like this.
Nah, send that. I need to see that.
And what about the
before I send it to you, it's a multitude to pick from.
Right, that's crazy.
It's infinite.
Man. All right, well, I see it.
The final call put an issue out with him on the front page. I don't know how you
Hey, Unique, what about the one OG when he did? You know, T.I. just came out and said him and his cousin that got locked up for some guns or something like that. His cousin was ready to pass away. He told him, put the guns on me. T.I. said he told the police it was his cousin that did it. Boosie said, man, I think he just lying. But no, still, why would he come out and just say something like that, boo? You don't even want to be a part of nobody that'll do something wicked and crazy like that. Just come out and say you read it for no reason. Just, I wake up this morning and say you're a snitch. Come on, man. That's lame.
So I guess it's because, I guess it's because Boosie is so big that they overlooking it. Not Boosie, T.I. is so big that they overlooking it.
That and this what T.I. did. He trying to, T.I. more went with the verse like, I'ma disassociate myself from the streets. So now anything that he do on a civilian tip, his defense gonna be, I'm not in the streets no more. I'm a civilian. No, but you come from street ethics. So don't forget where you came. Don't want to say you a civilian now.
He a comedian.
Come on, man. That's crazy.
He a comedian now. He good.
Yeah, he good, boy.
He a Charleston White.
Right, look at Charleston. That's a whole nother book.
I ain't even opening that can of worms. I'm saying T.I. is a Charleston White. If you want to open the Charleston White thing, I don't even speak on him. I'm just saying T.I. can say he's a Charleston White, but how you feel about Charleston White?
Man, I ain't got no opinion. He ain't in my league, so you know, I ain't got no. I don't even feed over there in left field. But yo, OG Pope, I got that. Yo, OG Pope just sent me $100. Good looking, family. You know what I mean? That's how we show love, man. You know what I mean? The game is to be sold, not told. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, Eon? So the brother OG Pope up there, you know, said me and his uncle used to hustle together, but he can't say the name because they still shaking and baking. You know how we do as black people and Spanish people, as minorities trying to make it, you know. And he just sent me $100. I appreciate that, family, you know. But you know, that's where we at with that. But okay, so what do y'all think about the BG situation?
Man, that hurt my heart.
That's a funny one right now. It's 1 minute, you know, the 1090 Jake came out saying something about him snitching, and then he came back and said he checked BG's paperwork, and the only thing he did was they was riding in a car. BG, one of his homeboys, supposed to take the weight for the gun. They discussed everything that was going to be said. So BG only testified to what homeboy, the one that took the weight of the gun, said. They said the same thing, but homeboy was going to get 2 years. But when they told him that he was going to get 6 years, now he don't want to take the weight and say what he was supposed to say. But
Okay.
BG was just going off of that.
Then
Okay, I
I'm
was speaking to Eon. 1 second, Smoke. I was speaking to Eon about that earlier, right? And I let him know that's a bunch of bull crap. That's a bunch of bull crap. He was looking at 2 years because it was a state charge because they got pulled over in Louisiana with the joint. So all he was looking at 1 to 2 years, period. But when
Right.
he went in there after he claimed the gun, then he said that his girl brought him the gun from Houston. That's what added it to the extra 6 years to make it federal because it crossed the state line from Houston that he said out his mouth, not BG, not nobody in the back. The police never figured it out. He said, my girl gave me the gun. You know, she got it in Houston and I got it up here in Louisiana. That makes it federal. So you talked yourself from 2 to 8. So you can't be mad at them because now you're looking at 8 when you're the one that talked yourself into that 8.
Right.
You understand? But that's what they're not saying. They'll say, oh, he was looking at 2 years, now he's looking at 8. No, you're looking at 8 for what you said out your mouth when you said your girl bought that gun allegedly from Houston over there to Louisiana. So that's why the feds picked it up. The feds would have never been called if you would have never opened your mouth and said nothing about Houston.
Wow. That's crazy. And see, they ain't saying nothing about that because everybody too busy want to call homie the rat. Want to call him a rat.
Because anybody that got a name that's on top, they want to tear him down by any means necessary. You know? But that man got his 2 years, 1 to 2 years turned into 8 when he said his girl brought the gun in Houston and he carried it in that car across the state line. That's federal.
Hey,
Go ahead.
I got to push back on that, bro.
Push back, baby.
I got to push back on that whole story.
Go ahead.
When me and you discussed it, you mentioned the cross the state lines, and you know I'm well aware of that, man. I done had
most definitely.
All right, but this the catch, and this is what I'm pushing back on, and this is what I'm challenging in that story.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he says he got this gun from his girl, and it crossed state lines and all the stuff that you saying, that still does not equate to a 922G. It doesn't make him a prohibited person. It doesn't make him felon in possession. So how did he get felon in possession?
Because he had other felonies. That wasn't his first arrest.
So if he had other felonies, he don't got to say nothing about his girl. It's already felon in possession.
But he did. That's the point that I'm making, that he talked himself into that.
But I'm saying this whole agreement got to be fictitious or all the stuff that we talking about because you know off the rip that they 922G you. Boosie just got the same thing. You know, it's not a secret. You go to court and state court, just like Boosie did recently, just like Fat Trail did, just like Brazy did. These are 922Gs. I've beat 922Gs from this position right here for people in jail right now. I know 922G. I know 922O. That's when you put the switch on the blicky. I know 922C. You dig what I'm saying? This is a 922G charge. And anybody want to challenge that, challenge me for what a 922G is. You must have a prior charge to carry the conviction of more than a year first. That's all I'm saying. So they can play this story game from Houston and this and this and that. Bruh, that was a felon in possession charge as soon as they took it federal, whether he said it or not. Now, what we talking about with BG, since we challenging different things for the code, are we talking the code, whether you could be able to walk a yard in the pen, or are we talking about the YouTube thing for hip-hop? If we talking about the YouTube thing for hip-hop, if you go back to the conversation we just had with Fly and them, you said, what's the problem? The problem is don't nobody care. 6ix9ine could be the biggest hip hop artist in the world if he wanted to. So from where I'm saying, he can't eat with me. He can't sit at no table with me going to the grand jury saying anything. Now that's my opinion.
Okay, pause. Let's go back one. We're going to get back to the BG part. Now, everything you said, never could I dispute you because we both learned in the same law libraries in the federal prison for the same law books. But all I'm saying is, right, is that you got a dude that's in the back, the police put an assignment, he's jumping around. Even the police said in the report, and they said it. So you know those type of dudes, Eon, that when you ride, if you say, yo, the police behind us, and then they never look back, you already know he ain't right. You ain't supposed to look back, nigga. Just trust the driver that they back there. You don't need to see them because now they say you watching them. You understand?
And I hate when people do that.
You know what I mean? Look. So what I heard on the tapes, you know what I mean, is that he did exactly that. So, Eon, no disrespect to Mr. Contrell Washington. I'm not going to give him the props that he knew what a 922G or, always or none of that. Bottom line is the boy got picked up with a gun. It was a state charge because it was the local police that picked him up. They didn't make it federal when he got stopped on the street. Once he got to the station and he started talking to him. Then the feds got involved.
You know,
that means,
it's hardly ever that the feds pick you up and charge you with 922G first. That's always
I don't know about that. I'm not even going to dispute that.
No, I'm
but
just
let me give
adding
you
that to
another
the
example.
conversation.
I'm gonna give you another example. Eon. I love when my family push back because that's why I got them up here, because they men of their own mind and speak their own mind, and they welcome. And this is what we call a hypothesis, an educated conversation. Now, you remember, Eon, remember Apprendi, the Apprendi case? Apprendi.
Yeah.
You know what the whole case?
That's the case out of New Jersey where the dude shot in the house, and they said at the end he shot in the house, but it was also a hatred case, and they added and they took it away for an enhancement. That's the case.
Why did they make it a hatred case?
Because they said he made some reference to homosexuality or Judaism before he did it or after he did it. But that didn't
No. You're right. But it wasn't about that topic. But he made a statement. Is the point?
Refresh my memory.
If I'm saying no, you're right, but it wasn't about that. But he made a statement, is why I brought him up, the same as Contrell Washington did. When he got sentenced, he was looking at 10 years in jail. You know what I mean? For just shooting in a dwelling is all he had. But then when they investigated him, he said he shot in there because it was blacks and they didn't want no blacks to move in the neighborhood, so he's trying to run them out. So that made it a hate crime from him saying that. So then now, even though he wasn't charged with that in the indictment, they enhanced him 2 points for hate crime. And he challenged
the people what 2 points can do to you, though.
Okay, yeah, 2 points give you more years, give you like 2 more years, sometimes 10 years. But that 2 points.
But the courts corrected that decision while we talking about it.
No, we got that. Incorrect. Okay, now I don't want to confuse them by giving them too much. That's why we're gonna do more, Eon.
So that's what I talk about. But go ahead.
No, you already know, but they'll get all the way confused if we go there. So let's stay right on this fine line. So the point and the moral of the story is a guy named Apprendi that a lot of us came out on. It's mentioned in all of our case. They got the 401 and the IRA and everything else, that whatever you sentenced to must be charged in the indictment and the indictment only. This man was not charged in the indictment with shooting in a hate crime, because when they arrested him, they took him in for shooting in the joint, and that was it. Then when they investigated him for the pre-sentence report, they said, "Why did you do it?" He said, "I did it because I didn't want the blacks to be moving in my neighborhood, so I wanted to keep the niggas out." You know what I mean? So now, so now they gave him a 2-point enhancement. You understand? For a hate crime. Because just shooting in a dwelling is one time, and if you did it because of the race or sexual gender, like Eon was saying before about the H word, I don't even want to say that because YouTube bug out. But, you know, if it's based on those things, you get an extra 2 points, which is an extra 2, 4, 6, 8 years or whatever. Them 2 points could crush you when you're only looking at 10. So his lawyer was saying
2 points went from one number to life. So it depends on where you at with the 2
Exactly.
points.
That's why I meant that it could go all the way up. Now, his lawyer turned around and tried to argue and did argue, and they went all the way to the Supreme Court, and he said that it wasn't in the indictment about the hate crime. The government said we didn't know about it at that time. They said, okay, if you didn't know about it, you can't use it now. You know what I mean? Because he's only allowed to be sentenced to lose his life or liberty based on what a jury of his peers found him guilty of from what the grand jury presented in front of them as a charging document. See, I walked that down nice and easy.
Good money.
Go ahead, Eon.
You see what you also put in there when you said the jury, you also said the grand jury, which is why a grand jury appearance is so important pertaining to a BG.
Exactly.
You can't get an indictment without a grand jury session.
Exactly. Because that's where that whole case is a little tricky, but I'm going to wait. I'm not going to really get into that. But they got to go to a grand jury first. And the crazy thing about a grand jury is your lawyer is not allowed to be there to refute any evidence. It's just the government and its evidence, and that's it. Go ahead, E.
A lot of people don't know that every question that the grand jury asks you, you have the right to excuse yourself from the grand jury and consult with the lawyer for every single question.
Mm-hmm. You
That's
see?
Right there. Go ahead.
You know, so, you know, that's where we at. So that's how Contrell Washington wound up looking at the 8 years that he's saying, like, oh, nobody told me I was going to get 8. Dog, you talked yourself into 8. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody to be mad at now but yourself. You were still looking at the 1 to 2 before you did what you did, that you agreed to take the beef for the 1 to 2 for your comrades. And then you went in there and said the wrong thing and jumped your joint up to 6 to 8 years. And now you're saying, whoa, I want to take my plea back. No, you should have just shut the F up. That's why I tell them, where's that? That's why I tell them, you got to cop the merch, man. You know what I mean? You got to cop the merch, man. Go to the store in the bottom of the link, man. You have the right to remain silent. Just shut the F up, man. If Control Washington would have did that, he would have been good, man.
Yeah,
you know?
but he couldn't shut the F up because they made a plan for him to say it's mine.
Yeah, I don't know.
And remember, even this junction that we talking about right now, he didn't enter the guilty plea. He said it was mine, and then when it was time to do it, he said he's not entering it.
Right, but then still, if he already said it's his gun, I ain't even got nothing to say. He already said it's his gun.
Yeah,
exactly.
Later, y'all work that out. I ain't, man. Listen, I don't know nothing. Give me my cell and talk to my lawyer because he already told y'all whatever he told y'all. You don't need to consult with me about whatever that man done already told y'all. No, talk to him and his lawyer. And me and my man, when we need to send the kites where they need to be. Boy, you good? How you feel? All right, it's still. You know what I'm saying? Whatever need to be done. But it ain't no need for you to, if that is true, he told them.
That's what I was going to say. The deal is the dynamic changer.
Yeah,
like a lot of people for real ain't never been in no situation where somebody take a beef. Like that's a real street thing. A lot of people don't understand it, and that's how BG gonna argue his way out of this. He gonna say stay out of New Orleans business, stay out of this nigga business. That this was an agreement we made and went messy. And technically, that's actually true. This not a bona fide case of somebody ratting, even if I must say so myself. This not a bona fide. He told on me. I did, man. This is a big old mess.
Yeah. It's one of them. It's one of them. It's about to be like, look, I ain't telling y'all right now, but if later on down the line he frees up, I'll rejog y'all memory on what he said. So you know what I mean? That's one of them type, like, nah, you ain't supposed to offer them people no help, no nothing. Because I just don't see BG, if you took that, why would you say I will help if y'all need me? Where that's even coming from? Why them words even coming out?
Yo, those are words that people are making up. That's not what it says. Once he signed the paper to agree with it, it's an automatic. It's in the fine print. Am I right, Unique? You don't have to say I will. You dig what I'm saying? If I agree to it and I sign it, the signature is I will. So they interpreting that, they translating that to go to the grand jury and corroborate what he said and to get your name, Christopher Dorsey, written down on this.
Oh,
right. Who are the witnesses? It's Christopher Dorsey and whoever the other dude is.
So they just want this validation. Like, so do you validate that this
you can't get indicted without somebody agreeing to the complaint.
Right.
He agreed to the complaint turned into an indictment. Go ahead, my bad, Unique.
Okay, now we're gonna go with this. The question on the screen, Eon.
The grand jury weighs the evidence to see if enough. If that's technically correct, but the grand jury process in this country is a sham. You can indict a ham sandwich.
Yeah,
okay. Pause. All right, pause. I'm going somewhere with this because I got my brother up here that know the law, so y'all gonna get a real treat today. Now that was the first one, right? E. Check. Yes, now this is what he said. Second, that I'm gonna let you go ahead and clear up because right here is 7 ghosts. No disrespect. We're gonna give you a little educational knowledge on this right here.
It's not enough. If it's not enough evidence, you go home right after the verdict. First and foremost, a verdict only comes after a trial. A verdict doesn't come after a grand jury session. If that makes that clear. But if you want to clarify the question a little bit more, I can answer that. But I'm gonna try to answer the question for what I think you're saying. If you are on trial, like my little homie was just on trial for a body, as soon as they say not guilty, you can walk straight out the courtroom. They no longer have custody of you.
Yeah, but the question before that was about the grand jury. That's why I put him up in order that he placed it. So if you're saying that after the grand jury is not enough evidence, you go home. No, you don't even know they meeting at the grand jury, my brother. You know, you don't find out the grand jury till they put the cuffs on you.
They don't indict you, and then they say, we're going to give them some more time.
Yeah, that way you can get more evidence. But that's not a trial, like Eon said. You see how we give you all these Joes, you know? Hey, Eon, what's this other one? Somebody read this right here.
All this could have been avoided if BG stayed quiet. Wouldn't have any room for this argument if he stayed silent. Stay silent, or this shit. I guess he's saying this shit doesn't happen. Technically, I want to answer that in a twofold thing. He couldn't remain silent because they came up with an agreement. If this is true, they came up with an agreement to beat the system and not let everybody go down. So you can't remain silent right then and there for the guy who taking the charge. With BG can remain silent, so don't nobody misconstrue what I'm saying is that once your homie take the charge for anybody that been in the streets, there's nothing you have to corroborate. He is the
Right.
witness against himself. From that
Right.
point on, I'm done. You're supposed to let me go. I don't even supposed to get arrested.
Right. That was my point. I was wondering if somebody take the weight for something, why are they all in jail anyway? Once you take the weight, I'm leaving from the scene right then and there. If he said it's his, I'm
Because
out.
that's a mind game that the pigs play. That's the mind game that they want to see. They know, listen, let's say they get 5 of us and one of us already take the gun. The other 4 gonna still sit down the district for 4 hours clueless. They not gonna tell us, all right, y'all being released. They gonna say, well, we're doing further investigations just to make sure we gonna run the fingerprints. So if there's anything y'all want to tell us now before these fingerprints come, that's where certain people start jumping. What you mean, finger? I ain't even touched the gun. They start saying more than need to be said. But
So I
like
get
I said,
it. I
if
get
he
it.
already said that he took the gun, BG ain't need to say nothing, bro, because he already validated what was everything that was going on. If they had a charge for BG, like why you was around the gun or whatever, that's a whole different fight. That's what I thought BG fight was going to be. Why you around the gun? Even though the homeboy already took the charge, Jizzle already know he got to take the ride. He got to, because I'm a felon and I'm around somebody with a gun. So I already got my own ride I got to take. All right, you going to take that? That's a bet. Go ahead. He don't got
Well,
us.
maybe,
Yeah.
not me to cut you off, my bad.
No,
But
you good, bro.
maybe they didn't really know the law like that back then. So only thing what they was thinking while they was in that car when they got pulled over is let's all have the same story, because you know how the police will separate you and start asking each other different questions just to see if they gonna say the same thing. If you say something different from the other one, now they see something suspicious and now they want to dig deeper into the actual search of the vehicle and all that extra crazy stuff. So maybe they had the same story, but they didn't understand that once homie took the gun, they ain't got to say nothing. Man, I don't need to talk to y'all. Whatever he just said, he told y'all.
And then it ain't even really, when you come from that land, it ain't even no story. You already know your only story is give me my lawyer, bro. I'm not trying to play word for word with y'all, because you got to think, if me and you tell them, yeah, we picked them up and then we banged the right on Eldon, but you say we banged the left, oh, that's a lie right there. I ain't got time for them tic-tac games. I don't know nothing unless if my man say he taking the charge, all right, bet, go ahead, take that. We gonna rock with that. But as far as creating a story, no, bro. When we get down there, don't nobody say nothing, get our lawyers.
All right. This for Eon. This for you. This is part 3 to that question you read about the grand jury and the evidence.
Okay, the grand jury process is the same on state and federal levels. You go in there, you present such and such to the grand jury, and they decide to indict. And state level and federal level, if you get found not guilty, you can walk out unless you have some other type of detainer, parole violation, another charge. But if the charge you on is not guilty, I mean, think of all the media coverage on John Gotti. Not guilty, walked out to fireworks, all type of stuff. Just think about that. That was a state charge that he beat. He didn't beat them on the other one, on the federal one, until later. The first one was a New York state charge. Not guilty, walked out the room. Correct, New York? I mean, correct, Unique?
Yes, sir. All right. So that's what that is, 7 goes. Don't take it the wrong way, because we're clarifying, you know what I mean, your understanding of the law, because we lived it in the state and the feds. That's why I'm letting my comrade answer just as well as me, because I don't need to dominate nothing, because I want you to see my brother Eon's intelligence, so that you go over to his page when he starts his YouTube page, that you get the same good content over there like you do right here with Bootsy and with Brother Smoke. Now, the next one, right? Let's see what this one got up here now. All right.
What it do?
What's this right here?
If you paying police, you cooperated by letting police know you're breaking the law. You violated. Unique, explain. You want me to explain, or he said for you to explain?
I think he said me to explain. I'm gonna explain that. Listen, man.
That's extortion.
Look, if you paying the police, that mean the police already know what you're doing. They come see you. They say I can lock your black ass up. Give me $10,000 a week. You know what I mean? Or I'm bringing your ass to jail. You understand? They didn't come at you and say, help me bring down the next person, bring down the next person. They just said, I want a cut, man. Like Fly said, anything sold in Lawton, he wants his cut. So is Fly a rat because he know dude bringing in the drugs and stepping to him to say that he's bringing in the thing? No. So no, that's DC White Boy. Good question, though. Don't take it the wrong way. But YouTube try and make everything into ratting. When the police come at you, if they come at you and they don't know what you're doing, and they come at you and say, I want $10,000 a week because I know you're making money. You know what I mean? Say, man, I don't know what you're talking about. Get out my face. But if he come at you and he shows you, you know what I mean? Here, you sold drugs on this date. We got these pictures with you doing this. We see what you've been doing. We know what's going on with the operation. We can keep you out of jail, and we'll keep this to ourselves. Give us $10,000 up front and $10,000 a week from here after. So no, that's not, you know what I mean? What's that? That's not, what do you say? That
Is that he said
cooperating. No, that's not cooperating. Because when they come, they know what you're doing. You know, just like we in the prison. Let me break it down even smaller. We in the prison, and you got a dude that is screwing a female CO. So dude go to the dude and say, yo, I know you getting some, man. Or go to the female cop and say, yo, I know you giving him some. You might need to give me some. You know what I mean? She'll be like, man, get out my office. I don't know if you're talking about, yo, hold up. I already know you was in there such a time. When everybody went out the wreck, I ain't going to say nothing. I just want my cut. Let me hit the drawers too. You know what I mean? So if a dude was to go to and say, I'm trying to hit the drawers and don't have nothing to show that she's already,
I seen that in real life in Lee County.
That's what I'm talking about. You already know the situation, you know, because we were both there. But that's what I'm saying. They don't understand how this thing play out. So that's why I'm just trying to give them a little bit of the law so they understand. Everything is not ratting like they try and make it, man. Ratting is when you tell on somebody to either get them charged or indicted. That's ratting. Straight up. So whoever did that, whatever name you want to put on it, that's what it stands for. Getting them charged, indicted, and go to jail. You understand what I'm saying? But if they ask you, I see them ask questions like, where'd you get the gun? You know what I mean? Oh, I bought it off 125th Street. That's not ratting because they're not telling on nobody. You understand what I'm saying? You just sending them on a wild goose chase. You understand? And that's what that is. Ain't nobody getting locked up. Ain't nobody on 125th Street standing up selling no goddamn gun, so you ain't telling on nobody. You just tell them back, go chase down 125th Street. Just like they asked, who shot the person? You know what I mean? Eon might have shot him, short, light-skinned, and thick with a beard. And you say, it was a tall, dark-skinned person with no hair on his face and no hair on his head. So you send him on a wild goose chase. Now, Eon's lawyer could use that paperwork to say there was a witness that said it was a tall, dark-skinned person with no hair on his face. But then somebody sold the paperwork on YouTube that dude said it was a tall, dark-skinned person that did the shooting. And they go, yo, he's a rat. He told. See, he told on his dark-skinned person. But no, he just threw a bone out there to send him over there to free his man up over here. The same way the cartel used to have 5 truckloads moving up, and they had one truck that were always speeding to get stopped first. You know what I mean? So when the police pulled that over, glad they got that shipment, the other 4 make it in with the mother load. You know what I mean? Come on. So there's always a sacrificial lamb. All right? So that's where we at. Let's see what else we at over here. Ghost had a lot of questions. Oh, somebody said, let's talk about this Keefe D thing.
He couldn't wait.
Man, I think Keefe D is a perfect example of diarrhea of the mouth.
Yeah. Mr. Talk too much.
I think.
Now he don't want to say nothing. He done talked himself you was good living a whole life. You had everything you ever wanted. Why you come on there and say you did that for what? Come on, man. Now you got more fame than you was looking for.
Yeah.
Now you're more famous than you wanted to be.
Unnecessary fame is what it's called. Unnecessary.
Yeah. But listen, that's the new drug though, OG. I tell them, man, that's the new drug right there. Attention, man. Listen, they ODing out that attention, man. I swear.
Yeah, like clout chasing, man. And I don't understand. I ain't even gonna say clout because he was already known worldwide doing all the Vlad shit. Excuse me, all the Vlad Eston. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have been. He should have stopped and chilled and left it at that, man. After he did that and got away with it for years, now he want to keep doing it and smacking the government in the face. They're gonna say, "How long you gonna keep thinking you're gonna be talking and making it look like we ain't doing our job?" Now we gotta come for you, and that's why they came and got him this time.
Okay, hold up, Eon. This back for you. You see that? That's you on the screen. All right, he popped out. We got to let him pop back in. Hold up. All right, as soon as he come in, I'll bring him back up. I'm going to get down to you. Let me see what this other one. Everybody just take your own charge and eliminate the confusion.
I mean, you can do that.
Perfect sense to me.
I just say
you know? Now, this one. Okay, now, DC white boy, right? Let me talk to you on some respectable time so you understand, right? Because somebody don't agree with you, don't mean they're against you, and it needs to be a back and forth. You know, no disrespect to you, you know? Eon, see the question that's up there? Or the comment? Could you read that, or you want me to read it to you?
I can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear?
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Okay, so until he come back in, DC white boy, listen, no one is setting any rules here because the rules is already set before us, my brother. You know what I mean? So we're not setting any rules. We're just clarifying what the rules are. Now you said you're from the nation's capital, that you live by Southeast, not New York. Okay. My brother that's on here is from the nation's capital, and he lived in the nation's capital, was arrested from he was 14 years old for a murder in the capital. Now he back up here. Just so you understand, this is what I call the YouTube bull crap. No disrespect to you, DC white boy. This the YouTube bull crap where I don't even do lies, because you get people that want to go back and forth even when you show them the receipts. Look what he said right there, Eon.
I saw that when it disconnected. He said, I live by Southeast, not New York. But I mean, you know, I ain't trying to get into no challenging or nobody's opinions. But what I'm gonna say for a dude that's from DC, and I represent DC all the way, not to challenge what nobody else think, but the code ain't a Southeast thing or a DC thing. The code is a universal thing, and for real, you know, it ain't something that can even be taught. You know, we can sit over here and we can converse about it. We can do this, but for real, like when this live is over, I live by the code. So if I say something and I don't express it correctly, that don't change the code. And it ain't no specific code for Southeast. It ain't no specific code for DC. The code is the code, and you're supposed to know it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, you know, that's where we at, DC, right? But like I said, we're not trying to go back and forth because we men. You know what I mean? We just speaking facts. If you don't agree with it, you don't agree with it. If you do, you do, and that's where we at. You know what I mean? A dude said, I know son was from DC talking about you. Someone else said, free all the men. 7 Ghosts. Big Phil said extortion. And my man OG Pope said that I'm blackmailing them for the bag because they sent me the little $100. You know what I mean? Thank you, family. I needed that laugh for New Year's. Let me put that up there. You know what I mean? You see what he said, y'all?
Yeah.
Y'all blackmailed them for the bag.
Yeah, that's a squeeze, man. That's a move. That's a jail move. I done seen it
You
all.
already know. Hold on. Let me see what it's calling. Hello? Yo. All right. Call back if you're trying to talk. If not, we're going to keep it moving. All right. So now, question unique. Was fish scale pen, you could carry money in your pockets, and the Jamaicans was running the penitentiary? But you talking about, we know fish scale is in New York, but then you're saying Jamaicans run the penitentiary. You're talking about in the feds or in the state. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of jails back then was allowing you to have money. Even in the feds in Atlanta, USP was one of the last ones to still have it, where they had vending machines where you got quarters and you could put, you know, quarters in the machine and get whatever candy or whatever you wanted out the machine. And that made it easier for us to give a police. Police used to walk out of Atlanta with knapsacks full of quarters, $1,000 in quarters in a knapsack, you know, to go bring the pack in for dudes that got caught up. You know what I mean? For dudes that made their little money in the joint. You know what I mean? And no one car runs any jail in your pockets, and the Jamaican was running the penitentiary. No car run one jail, because we all in there together, and it's them against us, you know? So that's where we at. All right. Let's see what my man's saying. They overlooking you paid police so you could cooperate. Why you pay police to cooperate? Dog, I'm about to block you because you sound like a rat bastard and a troll right now. How do you equate paying the police not to turn in the evidence they have on you as ratting? Dog, you just want to talk.
That's
right.
stupid, man.
Stop is giving information unknown. Us paying somebody to get the fuck away. That's what is that? That's not. That's us giving them no type of information. We just telling them, all right, look, you got that. You would it take for you to leave 10,000? All right, there you go. Bye. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dog. Stop it, man. Watch the show and learn something, big bro. No disrespect to you. You talk crap about you're from DC, not New York. That's a man that's been in and out the DC prison system since he was 14 for homicide. You know what I mean? How many times was you in the DC system? That's it. I'm not going to disrespect you, but stop it, man. Stop it, man. God, oh.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
talking
that's why I
with some
don't deal with
sense
these
up here.
lies, because I can't stand a rat bastard and flip-flop in public troll. Stay in your lane, man. That goes for all of y'all, man. So I ain't got to get disrespectful, man. Stop that crap. You know what I mean?
Hey, what I
Even
meant-
Brother Eon told you he wasn't trying to disrespect you. Because
What
you
I
talking about
meant-
you from DC and you're not from New York. It don't matter where you from. The code is the code. A nigga from New York ain't supposed to tell on nigga from DC. And nigga from DC ain't supposed to tell on nigga from DC. And nigga from Chicago ain't supposed to tell on dude from California, New York, DC, or wherever. End the story, man. Go to another channel and play them rat bastard games. Because now you get me pissed because I hate you scumbags. Because that's what the heck you sound like right now. Because now you're going to bring the unique out. Get out of here, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
Unique. Hey, Unique.
Yeah.
What did I miss? I stepped off a second, walked back. I heard you say something in and out the penitentiary for homicide and all this stuff. What you say?
Oh, yeah, no, because he made the statement up here, you know, while you're sitting here, a reputable man like you, and that's why I bring reputable men up here. Let me see if I find this stupid ass comment, man. You know, I hate a rat bastard. You know what I mean? This one right here. He put this up. That's the one you was talking about last.
Oh, yeah.
Like he from Southeast, so he know how DC, you know, rules go. And I'm not setting the rules. Nobody trying to set the rules, brother. That's why, my man, we got people up here from all over. You know what I mean? Because this is a universal thing. You don't rat. If you're a rat bastard, then you try and defend that. Stop being a rat bastard and go to another channel, man. I don't care what color you are, where you from. If you're a rat bastard, you don't belong here, man. Take that and get off my channel. Because now you sound like an asshole and you pissing me off. I'm getting ready to block your dumb ass. You come back up here with something. And you got to create another troll channel. Because you sound like a real scumbag. You know, for the record. You know? I mean, goddamn, man.
Oh, my God.
Understand, big bro, I'm with you. Now, Eon, that's how you got to run your channel, man. You just got to run them type of people. Because they know they wouldn't say none of that in your face. You know what I mean? And it don't even make no damn sense is the point. And we're giving them the logic and the understanding and breaking it down from a legal point of view and a street point of view. And they want to say something. Dude, he already answered you and clarified that the grand jury don't send you to jail. A trial send you to jail. And from there, you got your little panties in a bunch. Instead of sitting back and shutting the F up, you want to sit here and play games with grown men when you know he would never say none of that to none of us. So get off my channel, man. You know what I mean? Or just shut the hell up until I calm down. You know what I mean? Right here. What's this one?
Everything was Kentrails. He told the folks 3 times before they got to the district that it was his.
Right. So once he said that, for anybody, once he said that, nothing else need to be said. He already told them people what it was. We get that. We know he told them that.
All right. So right here, salute to the panel, stand up men for riding. Salute to you too, man.
Bro.
You know? All right. 7 goals. I knew son was from DC. He saying he knew you was from DC, son. All right. Oh, somebody asked something about Raleigh. What was that Raleigh thing? Somebody said something about Raleigh people come down.
Something about New York dudes coming.
Yeah, coming down to Raleigh. Let me find it. I don't want them to think I'm ducking it because where it's at, if I can find it.
Hey, listen, no disrespect to New York, right? But when I was young, you know, we was set tripping. They used to say, man, New York niggas like roaches, man. They go everywhere, man.
Yeah,
you
listen.
already know. As long as the bag is there, they gonna go get that crumb.
That money,
Wherever you
that
can
money
flip,
on
wherever
deck,
you can
we
buy
come-
$4
we come to
and
get
sell for
some of that
$2,
money.
New York going. New York going to go get it. If you could buy $4 and sell for $2 right there, oh, they gonna see what it's hitting for.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, listen, DC was highly dangerous in them years you was telling how did he missed. And man,
Oh.
they would come down there like, man, let's get it.
Let's get it. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, that be that little smooth finesse, like, yeah, they ultraviolet. Let's just see if we can work something out with this hustling thing real quick. And then, you know what I mean?
Eon, that's you right there, baby.
All right. If you've taken a plea bargain in the state, can the Fed still come in and take the case over from the state? 100%.
150. All my co-defendants was doing state time, and they brought them over, put them as overt acts on the indictment in furtherance of the conspiracy. Didn't even charge them with it, but just gave them a conspiracy charge, and then gave them life for stuff they already copped out and was serving time to in the state jail.
Yeah, the feds like grandpa, they don't ask for permission.
You know?
Yeah, what
and
the state gonna do? They gonna just drop it. They drop the charges and the feds pick them up.
Yeah, but I'm gonna throw another scenario out there, and you know all the scenarios, like for real, Unique. I be knowing some of them scenarios you're talking about that be true, but anybody from where I'm from that was around in the '90s when it was wicked down here may remember some of these scenarios right here. But this is not a one person thing. But I'm only talking about one person, okay? So I got a homie. He was an older homie than me. Him and another homie caught a murder. They went to trial on the murder. Got found not guilty, not dismissed, not guilty. That means never charged ever again, correct? All right, not guilty. That was in what you're going to consider state, because that was DC Superior Court. Their neighborhood court a CCE and a RICO charge. A few years later, maybe 4 or 5, right? They brought this murder back up. Most people that wasn't aware of federal law was like, yo, the Constitution protects us against double jeopardy. We can never be charged twice for this. But the feds do what they want so much that they have a word game, which I'm calling, and I ain't a legal expert on jurisprudence or American law, but I do know a little bit. They saying that the elements that you beat in the not guilty for the single murder in your state court, which is like Superior Court here, right? It's not the elements that they're charging you with when they charge you with a CCE and a RICO. So even if you're found not guilty, you could be charged for that same murder again if you get a crew case, CCE or RICO.
Exactly.
Wow. And the people I'm talking about did get found guilty of it on the federal level because they said they found guilty of doing it in the furtherance of the drug enterprise.
All right. Hey, Bootsy, this one for you. Bootsy.
Oh, yeah, that's the question.
That's your question.
Why do Harlem niggas come to Raleigh, North Carolina? What's so special about that country ass town? Well, whoever's asking this question, you haven't ever been down to Raleigh before, because Raleigh is the capital of North Carolina, which is a city, and it's plenty things to do down here. Parties, strip clubs, they be open to 4, 5 in the morning, all that. See, now you think about other little towns outside of Raleigh. Those are the small towns. So that's why people come down from New York, or should I say Harlem. It's Brooklyn dudes in Raleigh as well. But you know it's healthier down here. It's it's a lot of jobs. The cost of living is cheaper. You don't got that many headaches with dealing with traffic. You can park your car somewhere. It's a whole bunch of reasons to come down here and fall in love with North Carolina. You got Raleigh, you got Charlotte, you got all of the above, man. New York dudes is everywhere down here. It ain't just Raleigh, but you have a lot of reasons to come down and fall in love. And it's not slow as people think it is. Once you come here, it'll change your mind. You'll probably want to not go back if you're tired of staying where you stay.
Shout out to Riley, man.
Shout out to Riley.
And what I always tell people too, though, don't come down south thinking that it's slow and it's sweet too. Because a lot of cats come down here and be thinking these guys are soft and it's sweet and end up losing their lives coming down playing like they better than somebody else. And that's how I lasted long, because I show the love is the same way I treat anybody anywhere else, man. You know what I'm saying? And you'll get the love back when you that type of person. So it's not slow at all. They doing everything everywhere else doing, except for stores probably close a little earlier than normal, but they got 24-hour stores too, man. So yeah, it's love down here.
Yeah, I know Big Spady family. Yeah. All right. So we got DC White Boy again. Let me try and read this question a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because relax, family. Don't think you got to come back every time a person says something to say something, because that's what trolls and rats do. But I'm gonna answer your question. You know what I mean?
This question he asked it with some sense.
Exactly. And that's why I'm gonna answer it. Like, you don't have to agree with nothing I say, but talk with some sense. He said, you called Terrence Williams a rat and nobody went to jail. Stop being hypocrite, Unique. I respect you madly, but come on, bro. First of all, I don't agree with what Terrence did. I would never do it. You know what I mean? In my book, that's ratting, whether he's dead or alive. My brother was dead and they asked me to put the charges on him, and I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't be a rat. You understand what I'm saying? That's where I stand as a man. You understand? So I'm not going to get into Terrence's case if he told on somebody living, dead, or whatever. I believe that you don't tell on even the dead. That's where I'm at. You understand what I'm saying? And you saying nobody went to jail, but what about the families that was disrupted that, that committed, allegedly committed these murders that's now deceased that somebody's telling on, you know what I mean? Whoever is telling on, and the kid was raised to believe one thing about his father or his mother, and then now somebody go say, no, his father is the one who killed this person and cut their head off and did this and raped this person and did that and did this. You know what I mean? What about those people is harming? And for you to sit there and say that nobody went to jail, so it's not ratting, you helping the police to solve a case is ratting. Whether it's a cold case or whatever, if you helping the police to solve a case, it's ratting, dog. That's the code, that's the rules. Terrence said it himself out his mouth. So now you want to argue for Terrence when Terrence even said, and that's why I don't have an issue with that with him, besides the fact that he's a Muslim, but I don't have an issue with him because he said straight up that he made the rules sat down at the table with Birdman and he violated the rules when he told.
But my thing
So
is,
DC, you arguing something for a man that admitted that he was wrong and he owns up to it. So where are we really going with this at? And where's that being a hypocrite? I'm telling you, I wouldn't even tell on my own dead brother. So where's the hypocrite in that? See, right there, no disrespect, I will punch you dead in your face if you was in front of me and you said that word hypocrite in this statement. So watch what you say to people because you don't know who you talking to. Because you see me in person and you say the wrong word, I'm going in your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Because now you're talking about stop being a hypocrite. Stop it, my brother. Stop it. And you got your picture up on the screen. So double stop it, please. You know what I mean? And then you try and say, oh, I respect you madly. Stop. If you respected me, you wouldn't even use the word hypocrite in with my name. So stop it.
How do a brother tell on somebody dead when the feds want somebody alive?
Right.
But I'm not even gonna get into his circumstance. Family, we already know that. Like I said, I don't bash nobody on my channel. I don't disrespect nobody on my channel. As long as a man admit what he did, you know what I mean? Then that's him. I know where I stand. They know where they stand. And that's where I'm at. When I say rat bastard, I'm not just saying anybody that told. If a man told and said I couldn't do it, you know what I mean? I had to tell I can't do it. You know what I mean? What can I do? I'm not going to kill them because like Antone said, nobody cares until they tell the person you love. Because we ain't going to run out and kill every rat because it's a rat working in the goddamn corner store that's selling you those loosies illegally. But then if you go in there and rob somebody in the store, they're going to call the police and get you locked up. So that man at that corner store is also a rat, but you're spending your money with him. And that's all you do. You're not going to rob somebody in front of them. You're not going to commit a crime in front of them. So if a man tell me I'm a rat, I believe you. Now I know how to deal. Don't tell me you're not a rat, then I punch a dude in the face for calling me a hypocrite. And then now you signing statements in the grand jury that I punched him in his face. When you told me that, you wasn't a rat. So if I know you're a rat, then I know how to deal with you. And I'm not going to give you no energy if I'm not going to plan on killing you.
Yeah. And that's the only way that it can go. It's only two type of things, man. We don't respect the action that they did. You just respect the fact that you stood on what you did. You say you're a rat. All right, we know just to stay away from you. Ain't too much.
Exactly. Just like if you know that's a skunk, man. You understand what I'm saying? And you go messing with that skunk and he piss on you. That's your fault because you knew it was a skunk. But if a skunk come in a wolf's clothing and you go petting that a sheep's clothing and you go petting that sheep. You understand? And then that sheep piss on you. Now you got every right to kill that skunk because he lied and said he was a sheep.
Yeah, that's the only time we get mad.
So if you rat bastards feel this is too hard for you, get the hell off my channel, man.
Yeah, it only irritate us, OG, when it's an infiltrator. That's
what that sound like. All these little rat questions. Oh, if you pay the police off, you ratting and talk about player. Come on, nigga. Hold up, man. What's this one here? Respect this saying with generations being locked up, no guidance from OGs on the street due to 20+ sentences. There is no exact rule of streets that has been truly enforced for years.
Ah.
Exactly. And that's why we're up here right now trying to let y'all know the rules so you choose not to get involved with the game, DC white boy. Don't get involved in the game, man. You know what I mean? Because I could already tell the way you shoot in comments what type of man you are. You know, so stop it. That's what this whole thing is about. Don't get involved in the game. We was taken away from the youth for decades. You know, like Shepherd 77 said, for decades we was taken away.
Hey, I got a question for DC
Go ahead,
White
family.
Boy if he's still around though, man. Because DC White Boy stepped to you with a comment, and his comment was as if he represents Southeast. Anybody know DC? Southeast, the most rugged part of DC, and I'm from Northwest, but Southeast is known for getting busy. Southeast is the Brooklyn of DC, and can't nobody dispute that. You dig what I'm saying? But I would just like to know for Southeast White Boy, like what school did you go to? You play football? You look like you might be about my age. Like what part of Southeast are you from? No disrespect. Are you from the gentrified Southeast? Did you go to Blue? You know, did you go to Anacostia? Like, did you really encounter some of the shit that we encountered in the city? To speak as if Southeast has a set of rules or code of conduct that's different than the universal code of conduct? No disrespect.
Yeah, you see how we talk with respect to you, white boy? You know what I mean? Stop it, man. Come here and be respectful, and we gonna be respectful. Because I can get more ghetto than any other nigga that you know, and so can my brothers on the panel. You know?
Yeah,
but
but
what's this one? The mob set the tone for government informants.
I
I
mean,
say the mob set the tone, but you know, like if you
they just had the biggest light.
they did a lot, but like telling is a part. Like listen, man, if you believe in the Bible story of Adam and Eve, telling was a part of that story. And I think
it's always going to be somebody that can't handle what they swore to us they was built for. That's what I learned coming through the ranks, coming through the field. It's always going to be somebody that say, I'm telling you, boy, I'm built for this forward tough. And the minute the situation hit, you see who that person really is, and you like, God, you know what I mean?
All right. Now, another one from Dean.
The mob set the standards for us on the code. The mob ain't set the standards for us on the code. The mob might have been glorified or glamorized by setting them in these mob movies, but technically, if you do your research or you look them up in the law books, most of the big boys in the mob tell. John Gotti and all the stuff that they promote on him and how they sensationalize him was a renegade and an outcast, and he didn't tell. So, you know, please, let's not say that the mob set no standards on the code. You know, man, you got black gangsters go back long before that. You got black militants like George Jackson and people that, man, professed and practiced the art of silence. Even if you look up George Jackson's tapes right now, he say one of the main rules of guerrilla warfare is silence.
Just like the Chinese gangs, the triads and all that, they've all followed the same code. Everybody know if you make a pact with somebody, that's why they say blood brothers. You don't tell on your brother, man. Yeah. Dead or alive, you don't tell on your brother.
For that.
I don't understand what this YouTube shit creating out here, man. Doesn't matter where you from, street rules are street rules. Exactly, Mr. Keep It. You see what I'm saying? Read that, Eon. At least somebody got some sense up here instead of just want to battle, you know, to battle.
That's what I said. When I'm saying universal, I'm saying the same thing he's saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said let you respond to that. Yo, Unique, why do they call Big Air Rat? Man, like I said, I don't get into
me neither.
None of that, my brother. You know what I mean? I don't get into none of that. You know what I mean? That's not what we're here for, because if I go speaking on that, it's going to take us down a whole nother road where you got people like DC White Boy that want to come in with this crap. And I don't even feel comfortable calling him DC in front of White Boy after the way he came up here with this. He from Southeast and all this. Stop it, man. You know? Let me see. All right. Where the next one at? What's this? Where we at with this? Here's a sucker that said that dumb super sucker talk. You already know. White Boy. Yeah, like Seven Ghost said, you know, White Boy, you sounding crazy. You know what I mean? We send the drop off and remain hidden. You know? All right. You already know, OG Pope. Come on, son. Hey, family, they don't even understand how embedded I am in this for them to even come here with that bull crap they doing, man. You know, you want to challenge it when I bring a reputable man like Eon Williams up here, you know, to talk to you, and you sitting here with this crap, you know? We definitely ain't doing that. All right, let me see where we at. They're trying to start something. All right. Back OG Pope. Okay, I can't see the comments. So he said he can't see the comments. Well, I'm reading them to you. I can't see the comments with timeout. Timeout. Okay, hold up. So free. You need Hey Bootsy, this for you. Oh, Bootsy tapped out. Oh, there you go. Bootsy. That's for you, family.
What it said?
Do you know Big Jerome, aka Speedy from Harlem?
Yeah, it's years, man.
Mm-hmm. That's why I let Bootsy answer that. Because, you know, certain names is legendary. We got our own history, you know, and you already know Flip Flop Wayne Porn with that crap, you know. Did you ever stay at Menard? If so, did you know a white guy named PR? Ever see John Wayne Gacy? I don't even know where Menard at.
Believe
You know. Okay, where we at with this? New York Lions on the field, full of sheep. All right. That's fact. You can Brooklyn nigga in every state. You already know. You know, so that's where we at, man. Let me see. I've been up here long. What's up, Big Jerome Speedy from Harlem? You already know. Shout out, Speedy. Much respect with this one. Much respect to all men of honor. Thanks for answering my question. Shout out from Cali. You welcome our Raymond Score too. That's what I'm saying. Just be respectable when you come to a show, man. Just enjoy the show or just tune out. It ain't that hard. You don't have to talk to show your intelligence because it shows your stupidity when you say the wrong thing and want to double down on it, as they say in Washington. Riley's just like, my man said, Riley's just like DC. I mean, right or wrong though, Eon?
man, you know that's law. Riley,
Man, I don't know where they come from with that, man.
Richmond don't sleep on Riley.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right. Let me see what this one is.
I don't really understand.
Hold up. Now I got to get my man. OG Pope said, I got 7 cars, switching it up, unique swag style. You already know. They know I started that back then. Changing cars like they was my drawers, nigga. You know?
Man, for real.
Yeah. Don't really understand why I listen to a real thoroughbred. They don't have thorough brothers like Unique no more. Real men. Real talk. I grew up under his jewels for life. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving them these jewels and they want to try and argue a stupid fact. Yeah, you're gonna argue with Eon about Southeast DC and you're a white boy. And it wasn't no damn white boy surviving in no Southeast DC when I was hustling in Southeast DC. That's where my case out of. It's in my indictment, my nigga. I just ain't got to brag about it. You know? So let's stop the crap. I ain't see no white boys out there, man. You know? I'm a rock.
I'm a rock.
Free of charge. Nah, OG, we ain't gonna rock them. Let him live, man. Let him live, man. It's YouTube. Let him live, son.
Head tap.
Yeah, we let him live, man. You know, because they don't even know what they playing with, family. You know, they're not even really reading the comments, much less listening to the words that are coming out my mouth. You know?
No Chris Tucker.
I'm still riding. That's what's up, Shepard. That's what I'm saying, man. Just keep it respectable. With this one, Mob made it so far to rat. So Cats followed thinking Mob was cool. Not even gonna answer that. You know, something on around. UMA, you are entertained, OG. Keep teaching youth humility. It's the best lesson ever. Thank you, family. And that's why I say it's priceless. You know, Dr. Guy, you know, Guerremo. All right. What's this one? When you're going back to Beat 139. You know, whenever they call me, that's family over there. Go tune in and subscribe to Beat 139. That's Don Vito and the crew. That's family, man. I promote all my men. I don't need to come up here and eat their backs out. That's why I don't like them trolls and rat bastards. You know? Hey, I understand this shit. Let me tap this here right here. I was a kid in a Red Wrangler. That's the last time I seen you, Unique, until you came home. That's what I'm saying. They don't even understand I've been out here since in the 70s, man. You know? But they want to challenge me. Come on, man. What the hell is wrong with you? You know? Put that cash money shit. All right, so we've been up here long enough, man. I'm getting ready to go up. Y'all got anything to say before we tap out? I answered all the comments.
Salute, man. Salute. Make sure everybody tap in, man. Make sure y'all tune in. Stories with V, man. That's the @ V Money with 3 Y's. Run me up. I got 500. I'm on the road to that first 1,000 or more. So help me get there, fellas. Man, real support. Support is free, man. So if you're a real man or a real woman, you should support a young 27-year-old that's trying to change. You feel me? That's trying to build.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, E.
Yeah, I respect that, man. Man, I'm Eon, man. Check me out, DC Blacks at YouTube, man. DC Blacks on Instagram, man. Uptown Eon on YouTube, man. Check me out, EonWilliams.com, man. Free to real.
You know what it is, Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm tapping out. Oh, I'm on Twitter now at Unique Mecca Audio too. I'm at Twitter and at Instagram at Unique Mecca Audio. Thank y'all for tapping in, man. We out, man. We had a busy day, Eon. We're gonna make it happen, though. Thank you, family.
Thank you.
All right, and definitely thank you too, Smoke.
All right, man. All right, OG.
All right, family.